Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We've got the San Antonio Spurs and the Denver Nuggets. So the Nuggets win the tip. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Duncan out there with Elliott. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Del Negro. And it's Robinson in at the center, filling out the middle. Abdul Rauf against Robinson. And that one is hammered home.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Now here's Johnson. There's the pass to Elliott. Avery Johnson with some creativity on that assist.
And this is why Elliott is a valuable player for them. A lengthy small forward with a lethal perimeter shot.
Abdul Rauf, the pass to Williams. Reggie Williams cans the jumper. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Johnson surveying the floor. Here's Robinson. The Admiral working his magic inside.
I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
Pass to Abdul Rauf for three. Abdul Rauf bangs home the three.
Executing the plan here early. Still haven't missed a shot.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for San Antonio. Pass to Del Negro. Now Robinson, covered by Mutombo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Robinson is a franchise-defining talent, a chiseled, powerful center, a remarkable leader.
This is his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Robinson. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Abdul Rauf. He's got 5. Pass to Steph. Here's Abdul Rauf. Williams looking over the floor. Now the pass to Abdul Rauf. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. 5 on the clock. Driving the lane. The shot misses. Here's Robinson. On the wing, Johnson, covered by Mutombo. From 11 feet away, goes back up. Duncan. Tim Duncan scoring inside.
Yeah, and Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Here he goes. Here's Abdul Rauf. Robinson with the block. Here's Mutombo. Ellis trying to free himself up. Mutombo misses.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Beyond the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Elliott's got 6.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Abdul Rauf. Pass to Steph. Dishes it to Ellis. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional Mobile One block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Spurs leading by 5. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Elliott. Abdul Rauf against Duncan. And to get open is Robinson. And Duncan gets it to go on the assist from Sean Elliott.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Passes it to Abdul Rauf. Looking to end the run. Robinson with the block.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots.
Elliott against Mutombo. Releases from 15. Misses off the right iron. The Nuggets trail by 7. Stiff kicks to Williams. A 3-ball. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wants to get it to Duncan, and does.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Some bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
On offense, here are the Nuggets. They trail by 9 points. Abdul Rauf, the pass to Stiff. Here's Ellis. The kick out to Williams. 6 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's Stiff. Offensive rebound. And they get it back. Ellis. Duncan with the block.
And that's part of his game. Love seeing Duncan just sky up there to reject shots. Does a great job of utilizing that wingspan along with his timing. Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
And here are the Nuggets now, following the bucket by the Spurs.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Takes it inside, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
And the basket is good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Abdul Rauf. He has 7. With the floater, Robinson with the block. Fades back. That one off the back iron and out.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
No good from Duncan. The Nuggets trail by 9. And Williams, here we go. Robinson with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Jaren Jackson's checked in for Elliott. San Antonio leading by 9. Johnson outside. Del Negro against Stiff. Here's Del Negro. Rebound by Williams. The pass to Stiff. Outside Williams. Pass to Ellis. Shot clock at 6. Robinson with the block. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. For the Nuggets, Hammonds, he's checked in for Mutombo. Rogers comes in for Ellis. And Pack subbed in for Abdul Rauf. Spurs also with the sub. Persons checked in for Duncan. Denver calls timeout. Denver with the ball. 9-point game. And it's Stith missing. Stith against Del Negro. It's stolen. Here is Rogers. Here is Pack. Robinson with the block. Jackson against Rogers. Outside for Jackson. Back to Robinson. Outside Jackson. From outside the arc. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
They could use a bucket. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Spurs ball.
Purdue, we've checked in for the Spurs. Spurs leading by 9. Johnson outside. Pass to Jackson. Outside Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Nuggets ball.
And so here's Denver. Here's Pack. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Robert Pack up high for the slam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
It's tipped. And they'll get another chance. Jackson finds Johnson. 4 on the shot clock. Tries again. Here's Purdue. Back down by the 7-footer Purdue.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's Pack. He's guarded by Johnson. The shot's good from Pack. Pack's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, forget about three-pointers. Give me a look from right in tight. I'll take it all day long.
Johnson outside. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
To the paint. The shot's good from Roger.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no
2 minutes
hesitation.
remaining in the first.
Now here's Johnson, the 10-footer. Second shot opportunity. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul against Denver. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Spurs?
They deserve a lot of credit for the defense they've played in the paint here early. Contesting shots, blocking shots, just making life difficult on the opposing shooters in general.
And another thing they've done right from the start is converting a lot of those second chance opportunities. Those can be hard to come by sometimes.
No good on that one. Johnson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Williams, he's checked in for the Spurs. So he comes up empty at the line.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Here's Stiff. A rebound by the Spurs. There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. Johnson outside. Passes to Purdue. Now here's Johnson. Pat grabs the board.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Stiff. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Spurs, leading by 5. Williams against Johnson, and the pass to Person. He lobs up the alley pass, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Rodgers against Person. 40 seconds left to play in the first. Rodgers can't make the basket. Spurs leading by 7. Here's Johnson. Pat grabs the board. It's rebounded by Person. Out to the right wing. Second chance shot. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. From deep three-point range. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Spurs lead by 7. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, they're doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
San Antonio leading by 7. So with Duncan sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Williams is out there at Purdue. Then there's Jaren Jackson. Then there's Person. And it's Johnson in at the 1 spot. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
How about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
He's lucky his teammates have picked up the slack for him. I mean, his shooting has been horrific.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Here's Johnson, and he gets the bucket. Johnson's got 6 points.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
To the inside, here's Hammonds. Another shot, and the layup is up and in.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Johnson outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
And Johnson out there just orchestrating the offense. An unselfish point guard with a commanding presence.
The Spurs have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight. The first free throw is good. Ellis, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Abdul Rauf comes in for Stiff. Duncan, he's checked in for the Spurs. Elliott comes in for Person. And both free throws good for Johnson. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Pat. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Abdul-Rauf. Kicks it out to Ellis. Pass to Pat. Denver passing it around. Clock at 6. Here's Abdul-Rauf. The offensive rebound. Johnson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Now here's Duncan. He's got 6, and Duncan gets double teamed. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And Denver has possession. The Nuggets trail by 3. Here's Abdul-Rauf. He's got 7. Pass to Pack. With the teardrop. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Tim Duncan picks one up. The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game.
Robert Pack. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Denver making a switch here. Mutombo's checked in. And San Antonio also making a switch. Del Negro's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Passes it to Duncan. That shot misses. Mutombo with some nice D. Nuggets trail to the middle. Ellis, that's good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Robert Pack with the dive.
Here is Elliott. He's got 6. And there's the pass to Duncan. He gets that one.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
The Spurs have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. And Duncan, no good on that one.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Denver shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
LaFonso Ellis at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he's good on the second.
And what you love about Ellis, the all-around game. Can score, rebound, block shots, and he does it all with a flair.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
13 foul.
The Spurs have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night.
2 shots.
The first one falls. And so Del Negro nails both of them. Here's Pat. 6 points for him. Pass to Ellis. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Ellis has got 5 now. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Del Negro. Here is Elliott. Over Mutombo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. For San Antonio, they have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Williams, he's checked in for Mutombo. Both good from the line that time. Here's Pat. 6 points for him. Passes it to Abdul Rauf. Outside Williams. Abdul Rauf against Del Negro. Shot clock at 5. The shot's good from Roger. Rodgers has got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Del Negro. The pass to Jackson. Duncan outside. And taken away by Ellis. Inside. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Robinson's checked in for the Spurs. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. A second chance effort. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Spurs lead by 2.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Pat. Guarded by Jackson. Pass to Abdul Rauf. Down low. Rodgers. Robinson with the block. Del Negro the pass to Robinson. Buries it down low. Robinson's got 10 points in the game.
The feed off the bounce is in just the right spot.
Del Negro against Abdul Rauf. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Here's Del Negro. Outside Jackson. Pass to Del Negro. Spurs working the ball around now. Elliott the bucket. He's got 10.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Abdul Rauf against Del Negro. To the middle. Here's Pack. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Del Negro against Abdul Rauf. Pass to Jackson. Outside Robinson. No good. Shot missing. Ellis with some nice D. And so Ellis will bring it up for Denver. Trailing by 2. Back passes to Ellis. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Ellis has gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. And Spaz Robinson. Outside Jackson. They get a hand on it. Williams with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Stops. Pops. The rebound by the Spurs. Elliott's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Duncan, and Duncan throws it down hard. Duncan, as usual, hitting more than he misses. He's better than 50% from the floor in his NBA career. Williams passes to Ellis. Outside Williams. The pass to Abdul Rauf. 6 to shoot. Kicks to Williams. And another miss by Denver. San Antonio leading by 4. Pass to Del Negro. Here is Elliott. He's guarded by Williams. Rogers against Elliott. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Nuggets with some changes. Hammonds, he's checked in for Rogers. And Stith is subbed in for Pat. And San Antonio also making a switch. Persons checked in for Jackson. Here's Abdul Rauf. He's got 9. Pass to Stith. Here's Hammonds. Just 5 on the clock. Inside, there's Williams, and Williams throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. San Antonio leading. Here's Del Negro. Right side Robinson. And Robinson knocks down the J.
Timeout.
Denver calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
San Antonio making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. So it's Denver now. 4-point game. Stith, the pass to Williams. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Count that one from Del Negro. Del Negro's got 6.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Passes it to Williams. Here's Abdul Rauf. He's guarded by Johnson. Abdul Rauf, the pass to Hammonds. Ellis trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Hammonds.
Oh, that's some skill on that assist. I mean, the timing has to be perfect on a lead pass.
Here's the pass to Duncan. Del Negro against Abdul Rauf. Here's Robinson. Rebound by Hammonds. Hammond's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Abdul Rauf. He's got 9.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Ellis outside. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from 12. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller.
Here's Johnson. Here's Duncan. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Duncan's got 6 in the quarter.
Straight up effort gets him those points. That's what it's all about on the offensive glass.
1:27 left to play in the first half. Shots good by Abdul Rauf.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish you.
And here is Johnson. 8 points for him. To the inside. Deflects the pass. Here's Ellis. Duncan with the block.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Here's Robinson. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feed. David Robinson is dependable as ever from the floor. Shot over 50% during his career. From the top of the key, and Abdul Rauf is simply lighting it up.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
To the paint. And the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got 10 points in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Robinson against Abdul Rauf. Robinson with the block. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Del Negro the pass to Robinson. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Abdul Rauf against Johnson. Here's Abdul Rauf. Pulls it from 20. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And we'll be back with you shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They have an 8-point lead. Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
They're playing with speed, pushing the ball off turnovers and long rebounds, running every chance they get. As we all know, scoring on the break is so much easier than finding open shots in the half court.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Denver?
The free throw margin is very telling. One team is playing aggressively, getting to the line, and the other one is this. You have to be willing to play through the contact.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Really an incredible game from David Robinson.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. They've led by as many as 11 points. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Johnson. Ellis is out there with Williams. Then there's Abdul Rauf, and it's Stith in at the 2. Here's Johnson. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got 3 assists in the game.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Now here's Williams. Abdul Rauf, the pass to Johnson. Outside Williams, just 5 to shoot. Rebound San Antonio.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Robinson dishes to Johnson. Ellis against Elliott. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Johnson from outside. The rebound by Johnson.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson.
Nuggets ball.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Mutombo is checked in for the Nuggets.
Dikembe Mutombo.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Abdul Rauf against Robinson. And another miss by Denver.
That's high-quality defense right there. Reading the situation, reacting, and making that a very tough jump shot.
Down low, and finished off by Robinson.
Love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Stiff, and he banks in the layup. Stiff's got 8 points.
An 0 for 3 start to the first half is finally behind them. I mean, now maybe they can get something rolling.
Pass to Robinson. Duncan tried to break loose. Robinson misses. The Nuggets trail by 12. Here's Stiff, and he converts the layup. Stiff's got 4 this quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Abdul Rauf, the pass to Stiff. Poked away, stolen by Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Denver calls timeout. One guy who's been getting it done is David Robinson.
He's been a force inside. If they're going to commit more bodies down low, he's going to keep destroying them in the paint.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Robinson against Abdul Rauf. Feeds it to Mutombo. Sinks that one from the post.
And that's what they're looking for. They need him to take on a bigger role this game.
Del Negro against Stiff. Del Negro the pass to Johnson. Outside Robinson. Over Mutombo. Robinson misses.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
Here's Stiff. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Stiff's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Nuggets. Johnson outside. To the inside. Here's Elliott. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Elliott's got 12.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Abdul Rauf, the pass to Stiff. Williams with the ball. Hits the three-point bomb. He has 7.
Oh, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range, and there's no hand in his face.
At the elbow, it's Robinson. Here's Elliott. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Look, that's a nice play. You need low post scoring to keep your offense balanced.
Johnson against Abdul Rauf. Inside, Mutombo, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
Mutombo,
First
a
team
defensive force, a long, intelligent player who plays well on both ends of the floor.
Taking 2 shots.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Their inside game has been great tonight. So much of their scoring has come from the paint.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
The free throw drops for Mutombo. And the Nuggets with some changes. Rogers comes in for Ellis. And Pack subbed in for Abdul Rauf. San Antonio also making some changes. Will Purdue's checked in for Robinson. Williams comes in for Duncan. And it's Jackson in for Del Negro. That one misses.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Elliott the bucket.
3 points.
Elliott's got 7 now in this quarter.
It's just been one of those nights for him. He got into the floor of the game and has not lost his touch.
Pass to Stiff. Here is Rogers. Outside Williams. Passes to Rogers. Shot clock at 6. Williams up on top. Covered by Elliott. Williams can't get it to go.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Elliott misses. The Nuggets trail by 11. Outside Williams. And too long on the shot.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Johnson against Williams. Williams. And it's sent back by Mutombo.
And the ferocity on display defensively here from Mutombo. Just an incredible shot block.
Excellent D there from Williams. San Antonio leading by 11. Back to Johnson. To the middle. And Williams with the basket on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 assists now in the game. Outside Williams. Here's Pack. 8 points for him. Misses from close range. Elliott against Williams. Elliott passes to Purdue. Johnson outside. Rebound by the Nuggets.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Williams. Johnson with it. He's got 12. Rebound by Williams. And it's Williams with the ball for the Nuggets. Tipped away. Here's Rogers. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Rogers has got 6 points.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Johnson outside. Purdue. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Stiff. A rebound by the Spurs. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Johnson outside. Back to Williams. Lays it up off the glass. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
And the pass to Rogers. On the wing, Williams. Nice shot from 10 feet out. He's got 11.
He's been a different player since halftime, coming on strong now.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Hammonds checks in. Persons checked in for the Spurs. Pass to Elliott. Here's Pat. He's guarded by Johnson. Pat, that's good.
Reggie Williams with the dunk.
Here's Johnson. He's got 12. Pass to Purdue. Johnson against Mutombo. Johnson inside. Got a hand on it.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Here's Stiff. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Nuggets.
All those block shots, that's a clear indicator of the great D they've been playing. Not giving them an inch of space out there.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Now here's Williams. 11 points in the game. Passes it to Stiff. Into the lane. The rebound by Johnson.
Oh, no. Sloppy finish. D was giving him the layup. He just didn't stay with it.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Now here's Jackson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Elliott. Spurs working now with a new shot clock. Jackson misses. And it's the Nuggets ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. Here's Stiff. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Johnson outside. He kicks it to Jackson. Mutombo against Purdue. The pass to Johnson. 5 to shoot. And that one drops. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Oh! And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, now that's how you mount a comeback. They're not all the way back, but they're getting close.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Mutombo against Elliott. Pass to Purdue. Outside Jackson. Here is Elliott. He's got 17. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. And turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
Abdul Rauf, he's checked in for Reggie Williams. Duncan, he's checked in for the Spurs. Del Negro comes in for Elliott. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Peck. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Johnson outside. Pass to Duncan. Over Mutombo. And Duncan with the basket on the assist by Johnson. 14 points for Tim Duncan. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Spurs up 3. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Johnson is out there with Del Negro. Then it's Robinson. And it's Duncan. And it's Person at the 3 spot.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Passes to Del Negro. Back to Johnson. Now the pass to Duncan. Lets it fly from 18. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Johnson against Abdul-Rauf. Here's Ellis. Not going to go that time. And the Spurs going the other way now.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's Del Negro. And it goes down 2 points. Now it's a 5-point Spurs lead.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Abdul-Rauf.
Oh! And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now here's Johnson. Poked loose. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Spurs passing it around. Robinson, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Now, almost any player left that wide open is going to bury that shot. This is the league. That's poor defensive.
And it's Stiff missing. Spurs leading by 5. And he drives in. Person, the pass to Duncan. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Rodgers checked in for the Nuggets.
Rodney Rogers.
Johnson against Abdul-Rauf. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Person. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Stiff. The Nuggets trail by 5. Ellis left side. Pass to Abdul-Rauf. It's stolen by Duncan. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Del Negro. Mutombo against Robinson. Johnson at the elbow. Takes the 13-footer. Goes back up. And Robinson with the layup. Robinson's got 4 points this quarter.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Abdul-Rauf, the pass to Rodgers. The pass to Stiff. Just 5 to shoot. Driving inside. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Offensive rebound, and it's sent back by Mutombo. Abdul-Rauf against Johnson. Here's Abdul-Rauf. Inside, Mutombo laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now just a 3-point Spurs lead.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Here's Del Negro. Here's Robinson. Rebounded by Ellis. Ellis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Del Negro against Abdul Rauf. Pass to Stiff. Here's Rogers. And again, Denver with the triple.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. Pass to Person. Fires the 3. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. And the Spurs lead by 3.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about the great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Duncan against Rogers. Passes it to Abdul Rauf. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Abdul Rauf's got the game tied up here for Denver. Abdul Rauf's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point land tonight. Johnson against Abdul Rauf. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Spurs. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Elliott's checked in for Person. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Gets them what they need. Could have been better, but they're out front.
And Ellis throws it down. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
Del Negro against Stiff. Johnson outside. Right side Robinson. And it's sent back by Mutombo. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Denver making his switch. Williams is checked in.
Reggie Williams.
Abdul Rauf against Johnson. Here's Del Negro. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Shooting for San Antonio. At the line for 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Free throw good, Del Negro. Here's Abdul Rauf. Here is Stiff. Duncan with the block. And there's the pass to Johnson. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Dikembe Mutombo.
At the line for the Spurs. Shooting 1.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Duncan. The Nuggets trail by 5. Here's Abdul Rauf. Puts it up. Duncan with the block. Now Robinson. Johnson outside. Robinson down low. Covered by Stiff. Clock at 6. They get it back. And Duncan throws it down.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
Here is Stiff. After the basket by San Antonio. Abdul Rauf, the pass to Mutombo. Abdul Rauf against Johnson. Pass to Elliott. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
And now it's looking like it's going to be their night. I mean, the lead keeps getting bigger.
Here's Ellis following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Over Duncan. The Nuggets with another miss.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Stiff the pass to Abdul Rauf. Can they get it? A rebound by the Spurs. Robinson's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Elliott against Williams. He takes it in. Elliott the bucket. Elliott's got the lead up to 14 now for San Antonio.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, exactly. Give it to the guy with the hot hand as long as you can. Let him try to close this out.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
Hey, guys, you think he was sending a message on that one? He doesn't like losing.
So it's San Antonio now. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Johnson, the pass to Duncan. And Duncan throws it down hard.
He's having a great night from the floor, and they're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
Del Negro against Stiff. Great D that time from Duncan.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
Pass to Elliott. And that one comes up a bit short. The Nuggets trail by 14. Here's Abdul Rauf, and he gets it back. Chalk up 2 there. Abdul Rauf's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Can't hit the free throw line jumper. San Antonio leading by 14. Passes it to Del Negro. Back to Johnson. We always have some tweaks to the rules every season, Chris. What do you think the league should focus on now when it comes to the next changes?
You know, I would hope the league would address the boardroom. I hope they would address the ownership. I hope they would address management. Hopefully, the league can start to look like the makeup of the players that it employs when you talk about ownership and things of that nature.
Here's Del Negro. Spurs passing it around. He dishes it to Robinson. Elliott kicks to Johnson. With the shot. The shot missing. And Denver the other way now. Abdul Rauf, the pass to Ellis. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup.
Worked that one inside nicely.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The pass to Del Negro. Back to Johnson. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Count the basket.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
To the paint. Here's Abdul Rauf. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Oh, he's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself, though.
Johnson outside. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.